channel. No matter which sports, yeah, we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? How you all doing? How you all doing? A blessed evening to you all. Hope everybody is doing okay. Hope you all made it through the day. Hope you had some form of success. Hope whatever goals you would have set for the day, you were able to achieve them. All right. So shout out to you all, man. Right. We are going to be, yeah, we have a couple of things to talk about, guys. So tonight is our first live since the test, right? Since the test finished. So we're definitely going to be looking at that game there. And we also have the Chris Gale story to look at. We see where Johnny Graves said earlier today that they are looking into giving the Universe boss that send off at Sabina Park. So definitely we are going to be talking about that. You all know my stance on that already. And it's right across the board for any player. Doesn't matter who the player is. All right. So by now I know most persons would have even if you didn't get a chance to watch the game last night, you would have checked the scores, and you would have seen that we were defeated. Not only were we defeated, but we were heavily defeated. Yeah, man. I see a couple of persons on thus far. Contact 20 as usual. Adil is here. Sashin is here. Pollard is here. And Halls. Bless up, bless up. Yeah, man. So as I was saying, guys, we were heavily defeated by Sri Lanka. They actually won by 187 runs. Yeah, man. So we definitely going to be looking for a better performance from the guys in the second test. All right. Somebody say really they never gave Shandopal a send off. Funny enough, when they threw away Shandopal was the best batsman in the team still. He was the one and only man we had in the middle order that could stabilize thing. And you know, they threw him away. But this is not our reason, you know, guys. I won't say because one man didn't get it, the next man must not get it. I will not say that. What I will say is, if you are still capable of making the team, then I have no issue. If you are going to just take up a man and give him a send-off because he was doing his job, remember he's paid. Over the years, he was paid to do this. Right? So if he's now not able to make the team, I don't see. So if we go and play a man we can make the team, that means we can go back for Darren Sammy, give him a good send-off, go for Toots, Marlon Samuels, give him a good send-off. It is as simple as that. And I know people go and draw the narrative that the entire team is inconsistent. The entire team is inconsistent, yes, but guess what? There are players there that can easily take that spot based on current form. Notice I say based on current form? Yeah, man. So I am not backing down off my opinion. And you know, I was reading the thing earlier today on Sportsmax, and I heard Fazir Mohammed saying the same thing. You guys know my thing about this already for weeks now. I have been saying it. So it's not because I see a couple of popular people like Fazir and other guys saying it why I'm saying this. No, man. You must be able to make the team on merit. You understand? They selected a team to go to the World Cup that a couple of them did not make that team or the squad on merit, and we all saw what happened. Not saying that the guys that performed at the CPL level and proved themselves, if they were there, we would have won the World Cup. Not saying that, but you are supposed to play and pick team based off merits, in my opinion. All right? Yeah, man. All right, Contact say the best thing for everyone would be a testimonial, but if he wants a series versus Ireland, then give it to him. Let's just let it leave on a good note. Well, I would mind throw my hat in the ring, you know. I would take a game out of it too. I drive go down to Sabina Park to see if I can get a game. All right. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, I didn't play international cricket, so according to some person's logics, I don't know anything about cricket, so I should leave it alone. Mm. All right. Polarity stop. Look at Banner's average as a number. Look at all the score, the quality of acts faced. You see, a man average is a man average, you know. Man average is a man average. I remember when Kyle Myers played just a couple of tests and was averaging this big old hefty score. Oh, it was the greatest thing, sliced bread. And now look what is happening. But you know, hmm. Contact 20 says sports to the bone. When next will we have a player has not one but 2 triple centuries? Let's just give the legend what he wants before he acts up again like he did with Sir Kirtley. But if he acts up, it's not going to affect anybody. At the end of the day, if we give everybody what they want and what is not best for the team, where will the team be left? Where would that leave the team? In contact 20, I know you must be sarcastic because if we're going I mean we appreciate everything that the legend would have done. You know, I'm not saying that the man is not a legend, he wouldn't have done much. And I see some persons typing in the comment section saying, oh, that we're ungrateful, you don't remember what he has done. I you just can't explain logics to some people that use emotions there, man. West Indies Cricket Board is a huge joke. These men, black ball shift, but Gale having a great send off. All right. What I find strange is that it is only after players decide that they should be serious that they are making runs. Etienne Puran at the World Cup and no banner, so it's not ability. Mm. The way West Indies playing right now, I don't even know if it can beat a high school cricket team, much less beat Ireland. Pollard say attacks, not sure what he's talking about. Contact say Banner has had a good career so far. Yep. Can't understand why Brooks wasn't in the 15. Brooks was given a raw deal from the Pakistan series, you know. And I guess because he didn't do a lot in the best versus best, the other day didn't work with him. But I'm trying to remember if he got some score, but you know, he was given a raw deal. Some things Sports to the Bone Myers and same thing Sports to the Bone Myers Holder have high average. You would think these biggest batsman. No man, Myers have a average. Myers average was very high now, and it is falling as he continues to play tests. But if you look at Jason Holder has been playing cricket for a while now, so his average is a true reflection of his ability. When you have a man coming in and just playing 8 or 9 test matches, that is not a whole lot of thing to judge him off. So the likes of Jason Holder, wherever his average is, goes to show that he has ability, right? So like the Nkrumah, Banner, and the Kyle Myers, let us watch them and see what happens over a period of time. Did you see how the batsmen get out? Stewart, yeah, I saw some of them. Same thing again, playing shots that were not necessary. Same thing again, right? Embarrassing, bro. Let Da Silva bat up and Banner bring but Brooks Hetmeyer can't be more than this. Well, I don't know if a wicket keeper can open in a test match or bat at number 1, you know. Because even Joshua De Silva himself in the interview said he was looking forward to getting some rest after wicket keeping, you know, but he ended up having to go back out there early. Yeah, Ian. Yeah, man, I'm saying that. All right, Chris Gale is top 10. He's top 10 all time in West Indies test runs. Yeah, man, Chris Gale has achieved a whole lot. Test ODI T20. You know, so we're not tearing down his achievements. Mr. Lover saying my boy going England again next. But I hear in talks on him. But I don't know. All right. West I cannot play spin. West Indies cannot play spin or pace. So that means we can't play cricket then. Contact 20 say, onto the test cricket, do you feel if the CEO and chairman of selectors brought Hetty Poor and Lewis into a room and asked them to play test versus England next year, do you think they would accept? It depends. It depends on what is going to be happening when the test series is going on. Depends on what is going to be happening. You understand? I think these guys would want to play a couple of test matches, but my own opinion is that they are not willing to sacrifice certain things to really to really fulfill the requirements. They would want to get selected and thrown in the team, in my opinion, but they probably don't want to go through the process like the others. That is my opinion, and it doesn't necessarily mean it is so. One said, Cole once said in an interview that Brooks was the best batsman he has seen in the West Indies. When Brooks captain, I think Brooks captain West Indies at the under 19 level, you know, if I'm not mistaken, he was coming through very nicely, looked smooth, looked organized, and then he just fell off the map. You know, you can't blame a loss on tail enders. Not at all, not at all. We can't do that, Michael. And I would never do that because the so-called specialist batsmen are supposed to go out there and bat. Mr. Lover say Hetty would probably poor and Lewis, I don't know. All right. Sachin say, I think Banner is the only secured batting spot we have in the test team. Hopefully Salazar can be back for the second test, to which we can have a strong top three. Well, we don't know if him coming back will make it a strong top three. Still, one link game in say, Leon, one word. You know, contact Lover say, Mr. Lover, the original, tell you why help out his team in need. And they're talking about the youngster. Pollard say Brooks wasn't in the 15 because West Indies can't find enough tickets. You know how much for a ticket hotel in Sri Lanka, man, them have no sponsor. How would you have carry so many players? I think I saw Pollard making that comment earlier. Mr. Lover, the original. Hopefully we are in a desperate situation now with the batting. I say one link, temperament. That's the solution for West Indies. Yep. Ian says Brathwaite, not sure what he means by that. White say, yo, everybody, blessings, White, blessings. When are they supposed to pick the T20 side for the Pakistan tour? And funny enough, we are going on the tour early in January, right? You know, I'm not sure now. Remember, when it comes on to selecting and picking teams, you know, West Indies don't usually like to give out their thing too early. I don't know if it is what they are saving it up for. For the guys that are in the comment section, we're just working our way through. So if we can read a couple of the comments before we let in persons, all right? So just go and give us some time so we can read, because as I said, there are some persons that will not come onto the live. So we still have to show appreciation and read their comments, right? And we're not going up to 9 o'clock this evening, now, guys. We're not doing 3 hours. Let me tell you from now. Don't let you say he wants to get back into test. Louis said he wanted as well. It's just scheduling. Okay. Hetmeyer is one of the best players I've spin in the region, if not the best. Stewart, I can agree with that. He isn't too bad. Teddy B. Oh, they are talking about Kimani and Teddy Bishop. All right. Blackwood still not learning. Well, it's very, very difficult for you to change, to take a big 30-year-old man and change him, you know. I don't expect that man to do much more than what he's doing. Give you a 50 every now and again, then give you a 20, then give you a 15 and them scoring. I think we need to play Da Silva at 5 or 6 and demote Myers to 8. So if we demote Myers to 8, is he going to be playing as a wicket key as a bowler then? He's going to be playing as a bowler. Are you switching the spot? You can't switch the spot with the batting all rounder and make the keeper have extra work to do. Brathwaite, Melanus, and Bro Banner Chase, Eti Da Silva, Hola Carnival, Seas Roach. I prefer this. All right, so Ian giving us his team. I say keep the captain for the obvious reason, but let's rotate as many players as possible. There is nothing to lose if batting is going to start at 5 and 6. Yeah, the captain will definitely stay. Hopefully Salazar can have a debut like Myers did. All right. Oh, it's December. Oh, it's okay. Because we're following so much cricket, you know, and funny enough, I did a video covering it already, but can't remember so much something. All right, so a couple persons confirming that December. All right, England, January. All right, Michael, so what do you think about ODI? The best of Test and T20 play ODI. I feel like there's good chance we can do something there. The problem is application. The problem is application. You might do well in a particular format, and when it is time for you to transfer, you have an issue. Some of the world class or the top class players, they are able to adapt. That is why I find it so strange to see Shea Hope not being able to transfer to Test cricket. That you would have more time at the crease. Is the next Test playing in the same ground? Yeah, man. I think the same ground, but a different strip, different pitch. I'm almost certain that's what I heard Fazir Mohammed saying. Same ground, but it's going to be on a different strip. These guys should put in the nets and sweep all day. Anything put in Edmire in anyone put in Edmire in their Test side or any team just at West Indies cricket board, just as bad as West Indies cricket board. What about bringing in Jason Mohammed into the Test team? Right now, almost we can't even call anything a bad idea. Right now, it's just that sometimes when Jason Mohammed comes in, he's not really bat and occupy the crease as how we would want. But right now, Jason Mohammed and Leon Johnson, all of these guys, and what's his name? Reefa, all of these guys might be saying, what can we do to get into this team? Kevin D said, what do you think about Ralph? You see, all of them guys, Kevin D, all of them guys, they just talking. I don't really have anything good to say about them, So I won't even something there. Oh, I think he's talking about I think he was talking about thing there. I think he's talking about the football coach. Whenever Team West Indies whatever Team West Indies will play, it will be the same thing. They are declining, but I would prefer to see new players failing instead of the same players doing the same things over and over. Honestly, I wouldn't mind trying Jason Mohammed. Edmire need to develop this game more. All right, Sheldon say West Indies problem is responsibility, not ability. I wonder sometimes what is going through the player's head, mind at times. Mr. Lover said Jason Mohammed should be playing Tests. I wish Roach and Seals play, says next person. Kevin say contact says sports to the bone, but the sad thing is for the next generation is that why would they focus on Test cricket when all the money is T20 and T20 sweat? Sweeping the ball, I fear we might get worse from here. Yep. Pollard say, who named Leon Johnson? Well, don't know if you are being comical or you really don't know. But if you follow the regional cricket and you don't know who that is, then Sachin says sports to the bone. Who Puran takes over captaincy for when Puran takes over captaincy for the T20, will it mean that Hope will be captain since he is the ODI vice captain? Well, what I have heard in the media is that persons are calling for Puran to take over the white ball captaincy, not just the T20. So I am assuming they mean he should step over Hope's head and captain both ODI and T20. That's why I'm saying persons that talking about West Indies cricket. I think Pollard in the comment section here must be joking around, man. Leon Johnson, I think, would have won five regional titles for Guyana. It's been around for a decade. They should use the under 19 to recruit players in the Test team. Yeah, Kevin D. Yeah, man. I figured that you were talking about him. Now that coach that they plan to appoint as an interim manager at Manchester United, it's like you have philosophy, and you have people that would study philosophy from years before. Then you have the new style ones. You can call it that this man would have started the new thing where the new coaches are concerned. So people like Thomas Tuchel, Klopp, and these guys would have learned from him. But in all honesty, the coach that I really wanted, we didn't sign him. So you know, anybody come, I guess you're gonna have to probably work with him. Do you think he can do something? Well, anybody coming in, they're gonna have to be good because we see Thomas Tuchel, he has a good team there at Chelsea. Pep has a good team, you know, and Klopp. So these guys are very good. Contact says, Sports to the Bone, are you happy about Oli Sakin and Rignal being the interim coach for the yeah man, Oli Sakin, I am happy about it, but the entire backroom staff should have gone with him. They have the backroom staff there still. I don't know what they are there doing. The Neville and Phelan and those guys, they need to go. Next test, Roach and Seals must play. It surprised me that a man that averaged 50 in ODI averaged 23 in test. Yeah, it's very strange. So we can take a good amount of wicket. Is a German football philosopher. Yeah, man, Patriots. We know man. He's extremely good. It's like we would have that coach from Leeds. Sorry, he's one of those sort of guys. You know, he thinks the game. You know, he comes up, develop things. So a lot of the younger German coaches that you see coaching now, they would have adapted their style from his play. Good night, Sports to the Bone. Hope Myers, Warwick, and Gabriel need to drop. I believe this should be our 11. Brathwaite, Salazar, Banner, Chase, Da Silva, Blackwood, Hola, Cornwall, Roach, Seals, and Versame per mall. All right. We need to rethink that batting order. We need to rethink it with some new batsmen. West Indies need to get their act together. All those names still ordinary. Why West Indies don't hire an international coach instead of a regional one? Don't know if a coach can really change these tough head batsmen, man. Very disheartening to watch our batsmen again getting out like schoolboys and looking entirely clueless against quality bowling. Our cricket is in great crisis. No matter who we plays, we will lose. All right. All right. I think we have caught up on the comments now. So I'll go ahead and start letting in persons so they can go ahead and talk. Contact say, would you drop Warwick for Pramal next game and Roach for Gabriel? I wouldn't necessarily just throw away Warwick. He took about 3 wickets. So I wouldn't just throw him away to bring in Warwick, but some way, somehow, I wouldn't just throw him away to bring in Pramal, but some way, somehow, Roach needs to be in the team. Maybe we should let Hope bat in his ODI kit and see what happens, says Contact 20. Probably need to do that, yes. Sometimes I feel we love all right. So those who are in the comment section that want to come on the live, I am going to be letting in person soon. So you can go ahead and click the link now. Sometimes I feel we love West Indies cricket more than players, not calling out any particular player, but just our 3 teams overall. All right. What was Cornwall thinking making that shot to get out just bat and survive? I don't know what is wrong with Rakim. Perma should play drop Warwick on, says Adil. All right. Cornwall didn't look as good as we know he can be. All right. Sachin say, as Pollard like to say, you can lead the horse to the water, but you can't force him to drink it. Sports to the Bone, Myers, Hope, Warwick, and Gabriel. David is making some improvement in Barca, even. Oh, Javi is making some improvement. Oh gosh, man, come on! Only 2 games they play already. Kevin D. Kevin and easy, and 2 games alone they play, man. Whenever we have developed a cricketer of a caliber of Chris Gill, I hope we compensate that batsman incentive is good. All right. First question: who was West Indies' main spin bowler? Well, the coach said that Cornwall. The coach said that Cornwall is the leading spin bowler in test, but Chase was actually the man doing the work. We need to drop Myers and bring in another bowler. All right. Right now is we need to find a way to bring in batsmen. Batsmen is the problem. We need to worry about the batsmen. All right, Arsa is getting better. I'm a big fan. Yeah, man. But Shavi them eat, sleep, and drink football, So more than likely they will be able to improve. He will be able to improve the thing. Brathwaite, Salazar, Banner, Myers, Silva, Blackwood, Hola, Chase, Cornwall, Roach, Pramal. All right, Shavi is doing a good job. Yep. Doesn't matter who play, it will not make any difference. None of these guys can play spin. All right, next comment say Warrican can't be the best left armor. We have Moti or Hussein. Chase should be named the frontline spinner and the lead spinner. Not, all right, not big because six specialist batsmen get ball out cheap, eight get out cheaper. But Carnival and Warrican didn't take wickets. Emerge playing T10. Yeah, exactly. No matter who he plays for. All right, Emerge. All right, good. So I guess I call a final catch up on the comment sections and the comments. So we're letting in persons now. All right. So the only I'm seeing Marlon. Marlon is the only one in thus far. Yes, Marlon. What say you? What say you? What you have to say about this first test here?
Boy, Lennox, what can you say? I think that's the best question. What can you say?
mm,
Let me start off. I guess can start off with a few positives.
mm.
For somebody like DeAndre, who was suggesting that we drop the silver for Hope.
One hold the Andre and give him a conk in this man.
The
Yeah.
silver's batting average is now higher than She Hope's.
Mhm.
I think the silver is probably about 27 at the moment.
Yeah,
and She
it
Hope
move up
is,
now.
is about
She up is about 23,
21.
25.
That has to be
Hold on.
below 25, Lennox.
Oh, it just played. It just played. Yeah, it
After
just
two,
played.
after
So,
two
so it
failures, that
dropped.
has to be
Yeah,
below
yeah,
25.
yeah. Yeah, it dropped.
It, it probably should be around 23. Thereabout. So the silver played well in both innings, which was good. And Kumabana stood up like a lion. You have to give him credit for that. I was really impressed with the fortitude that they show and the commitment, because it was hard, difficult out there.
Yep.
But those were the only positives I can see. So let's reel out the negatives now.
Reel off. The whole lot.
Alex, when you look at the fact that lower order batsmen are performing better than our frontline batsmen, it is really, really bad.
Yeah, man, it's not a good look at all.
I didn't see how Raheem Cornwall got out. But if you are depending on your tail enders to save a test match for you for an entire
You have already
day,
lost.
you have already lost. So I couldn't
Exactly.
even care. I couldn't care less how Raheem Cornwall got out. You cannot give tail enders a day to bat to save a test match. That does not happen. You don't even want to give them 50 overs. The most you want to give them is probably 20, and that is stretching it. So I wouldn't even cast a blame at Raheem Cornwall's foot when it comes to his batting. I mean, you see the thing with, and Craig Bradley always has this problem. Craig would come at the start of a series and give you a good score, and then you don't see him again for the rest of the series.
And that's it. You don't see him till the next series.
Yes, you do not see him again for another series. A good 40 to start off the game, and I think he made what, a duck, or I think one or some.
He got 40 the first innings. I think he got 41. The second one, I'm almost certain that
it was less than 10.
Yeah, man. He didn't. Yeah, man. He didn't reach so far. Let me just confirm.
I am not going to kill Jermaine Blackwood, because Blackwood has no business opening the batting. So let me even leave him off the radar.
You notice I didn't even mention it.
Lennox, I don't know what genius in the camp thought of that, to be honest.
Because it's okay. Brathwaite faced 14 and didn't make any in the second innings. The reason for doing that, Marlon, is so that the stylish, pretty batsman can bat down in the middle order, which is who is a natural opener. That was the reason. So I won't even pay them any mind.
So let's go to Shea Hope now, because I think this is one of the elephants in the room. West Indies need to give up on Shea Hope. Let me be honest. Unless that young man scores a double century in the next game, in both innings, give up on the young man. It is too bad now.
They
If
try
he's
everything.
this generation's Michael Bevan, who is a bully in ODI cricket and he cannot transfer to the test level, he will have a good career. It is just really bad to see right now. I'm being honest. I didn't see how he got out, but he didn't pass 10 either in both innings. We can't keep making
He
excuses.
make three in the second innings.
We cannot keep making excuses for this young man. It is just too bad. And his failures are robbing somebody else of a chance. Really, really bad. Come to Rasta and Chase now. I am not convinced. Listen, personally at this point, Chase cannot be picked as a batsman who turns his arm over. He cannot. Because he's not productive enough with the bat. Chase cannot be picked in that capacity. However, Chase is more effective than our frontline spinners. So
Exactly.
I don't see why they're picking Chase as a batsman who bowls a bit. Because Chase was far more threatening and far more effective than Rakeem Cornwall and Jamal Warrican. Far more. And to Kyle Mayers, I didn't see how he got out. I don't really care. It's much of the same. Chase Nola, much of the same. Listen, to see the fact that our top order batsmen cannot negotiate the pitch, and we see like the person is low order batsmen like Cornwall was out there getting scores. It is amazing, in my
It's very hard to look at, man. Very, very hard to look at.
Like Lennox, when I watched Banner and De Silva bat, it was a struggle out there, Lennox. It was a real struggle. But when it come on to how these guys applied themselves, and they got some luck, because this year those Sri Lankan commentators swear Joshua was out on that LBW decision.
I saw it, man. The ball that pitched in line with the half stump, and it was given not out an umpire's call. I heard them with it.
And you see, the thing about commentators is they were I will give them this, they were very objective in how they analyze it. You can tell the biases were there, but
it wasn't transferred to the listeners
yes. And Fazir brought a dissenting point that made sense. It was good banter to me amongst the commentators. I have no issue with them sticking to their guns that De Silva was out. But those guys did a really, really good job at staying there. For
they played well,
partnership.
They played well.
You look at
I fell asleep, Marlon. I fell asleep and I woke up. I can saw the two of them batting still. Saw the two of them batting and the score up, and I was like, man, it's really impressive to be able to score, a century partnership on a pitch like that.
Listen, they faced 200 balls, Lennox. They faced 100 balls. Those guys stood up, and to see that they had no help whatsoever is just atrocious. In my opinion, this should be an opportunity for West Indies to hit the reset button with the batting as far as this test team is concerned. It's time to hit the reset button. I will persist with Blackwood, Craig, and Banner. But Myers cannot play. I'm being honest. I don't see how you play Myers as
from day one
who bowls a bit.
From day one, I said that you can't play test cricket and have so many all-rounders in there playing bits and pieces cricket. Yes. As Sir Ian, who is waiting here, say you pick specialists to do specialist job. You need one all-rounder in a team, yes, in a test team.
Which is Jason Waller.
Jason Waller is already there. Myers is not going batter and making a run. So if you're going to play him as a batsman and who bowls a bit, then he should be scoring 60, 70 and then bowling his overs. But from day one, I said that man should be playing. So when I see him on the team, I don't even bother.
Lennox, we have too many bits and pieces players in the team when it comes like Chase, Myers, Cornwall. Like these guys are not good at any one speciality.
Mm.
Because
Bits and piece cricketers, man.
let me tell you something, Cornwall was very ineffective in this series in this game.
Mm.
He didn't trouble those batsmen one bit. I think he
Cornwall,
got
he actually not only didn't he trouble them, he bowled wayward. So it's not like the deliveries that he bowled were not only probing. So even when you would think that he would bowl some good line and some good length, even if the ball is not turning much,
because he was
he
very
bowled a lot of
expensive,
wayward deliveries. But
especially in the
because he
first innings.
bowled
Then he
wide.
was very expensive
Exactly.
in the first
Very,
innings.
very.
Like
Mm.
you watch him and his performance was poor as the frontline spinner. So in my opinion, I don't see the harm in Chase playing and batting at number 8 because Chase is not at a number 4 batsman. I don't see it. Chase is not consistent enough to bat at number 4, number 3. I just don't see it.
I think the problem is because of who we have. You know, they're looking for somebody who will occupy the crease, but he occupies the crease, but he's not scoring.
But
So, you know, you want a number 4 batsman to be scoring. That is the problem with Chase there. You know,
he's not
this morning,
productive.
yeah, that is the problem. He's there, but the run's not coming. This morning, was it this morning or yesterday? I did a video and I was saying that you know, these guys failed, but who do we pick? Who do we pick? And I don't remember one of the comments, you know, somebody commented and was saying that if that means we mustn't drop them or they must stay in the team even when they're not performing. You know, that was just me pointing out that to show that, you know, the entire cricketing structure is weak because if you have these guys failing over and over and you can't find anybody to replace them, then it just shows up the whole region. You understand?
You know what
Because
my problem is though, Lennox? My issue is we are persisting with guys who don't have a good track
with the
record.
same guy.
Who don't have a good track record. You see, I could see India persisting with guys like Rahane and Pujara when they have a mean
Yeah, man, because you know those guys are actually
they're good. Like
Mm-hmm.
they have one average above 40 and one probably close to 50. I think Pujara have a higher average. So there's a justification for persisting with guys who have a good track record. There is no the rationale behind persisting with the likes of Chase, Hope, and those guys because they don't have a good track record. They really don't. And I don't see the harm in giving. Listen, I don't see what worse some of these batsmen like Kimani, and those other people call about Leon Chance. I don't think they could do any worse. Who could do worse than what we spied?
It's very hard to outdo that man. We were at 18 for 6 or something like that one at the time.
Yes. Who could do worse?
Very difficult to outdo that.
The only way you could do worse, Lennox, is if you get a negative score in cricket.
Yeah.
That is the only way you could technically do worse, and that is impossible. Because we have batsmen batting in binary digits. 0-1. like they're coders. Are they in the matrix? Like these are the only numbers they know. Like I don't see the harm in giving other people a chance. So that is my 5 cents of the game.
All right. So we will double back, Marlon. Sir Ian, what have you to say on your lovely West Indies, great West Indies? What have you to say?
Well, first I have to say the issue with Chris Gayle. I think that is a no issue. It shouldn't even be something that we should be discussing because that is the heights of bullfaceness.
Boy, Sir Ian, I hope you can convince Mr. We actually heard it from Mr. What's his name? The head, Johnny Grieve. He's the one that came out talking about, you know, they are looking into it and they are working it out with the Jamaica government.
Not one batsman, Brian Lara, the great Vivian Richards, not one of them tell West Indies, look, all you had to pick me for me to go out in glory. That is ridiculous. But then again, ridiculous is the norm now.
Yep, so, that is what we do.
Yeah, ridiculous is the norm. As far as the team, As I told you, I wanted three seamers to start.
Mm.
And if three seamers to start, they would have never made so much runs in the first innings. Right? So that where the problem start because we want to outspin our team who can
Mm.
spin better than we. We have to play to our strengths. Right? We our strength is seamers. Right? And I tell you, we had Chase. So Chase could do everything with the spin. And I pick Cornwall as a spinner. But what I'm saying is, and Cornwall really, um, basically, sometimes he good there. So I wouldn't come down too much on Cornwall. I would say that
Mm.
our problem is we are not really, our trump card is not spinning. Our trump card is
Yeah.
receivers. Mind God,
Seamers.
you will have three very excellent pace bowlers, right? You have Gabriel, you have
Mm-hmm.
Roach, and you have Seals. And you only pick one pacer and make them fellas make a ton of runs in the first innings when they wicket nice and ready to take pace. So it don't make sense. So we start off on the back foot already because
Mm-hmm.
we should have never have them making so many runs. But the reason why they make it is because them is eat and drink spin. And we get them dinner, supper, everything because we're nice people. Right?
Yeah.
So we want to
And
give
and
them like
and don't forget that drop catch. That catch that Blackwood put down off the fella that made over 100. You know.
exactly.
Mm.
So look, Gabriel took 2 wickets. So if you had the other seamers there, let's say if each of them take two, that is about 6 wickets between them among them.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel the next match we're going with, we had to go with strength. We must pick our seamers because they are not average seamers. You see, if you had an average, if you had an average seamer,
Mm-hmm.
but when you have three excellent seamers, none must sit down, right? None must sit down.
Mm-hmm.
And let Chase fill in with spin and maybe one other person to fill in with spin. But none. So that is where we went wrong. I told you that. Remember the first day? Did you remember I told you before the match starts? I go in with three pace men.
Yeah, man. I remember you saying it.
Right. They do the opposite. They pick one pace man and set of spinners. And then fellas make how much? About almost 300 the first day?
Yeah, yeah, man. They made 250 something, I think, for
Right.
6
You can
or
imagine.
for 3.
Yeah, you can
Think
imagine
it was,
Roach. Roach at one end. Gabriel at the next end. And when they feel thingies up, Steve's at one end and hold on the other end. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But we want to beat people at what they're good at. That is foolishness. You have to work with your strengths. You don't go and try to outspin a team when spinning is there. That is what they famous for. Them don't have no set of they have I'm not saying they don't have seamers, but their real strength is in the spin. Our strength is in our seamers. That is one. Psychologically,
Mm-hmm.
when a team go in and in the first day they make 250 something and yes, you pull them back. But you already start off backpedaling. So
Momentum.
right, so the batsmen coming out and they're under pressure. The batsmen under pressure. As much as you say the bowlers did well,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, they fail. Because that first inning score is a failure
Yeah.
score.
Mm.
I mean they pull it back there, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, the first day, so you're saying that they got away from the first day, but they pull it
Yes.
back on the second day. But overall,
Overall.
yeah,
It's a
overall for the
failure.
first innings, it wasn't too good. The
Over, yeah,
380.
yeah. Overall, that score that the little fellas get
Mm-hmm.
overall was a failure from by the bowlers and especially the spinners because you can't kill out Gabriel and blame Gabriel for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and that is strictly because they had no right to pick all them spinners when you have people like Chase who could do the work too, right? That is one.
Mm-hmm.
So when you come in the bat now, you don't lose Rosano because okay, you hit. So you're looking to open. Our problem is not them fellas can battle. is psychological. Fear. You're going in the wicket and you know there's ton of runs in front of you.
Timid.
Yeah, you ton of runs in front of you.
Mm.
So already you're under pressure psychologically. Thinking is all this we have to do, boy. All this. We can remember, you done seen already is either you lost or draw, you know. Because
Ian,
yeah, mhm,
let me ask a question.
yeah,
Not to cut you off, but if you say it's about fear, so what happened on the occasions when we bat first and the result is the same?
right. Well, if we bat first and result is the same,
Good question. Mm.
I
No,
have
but
not.
what I'm saying is there are
This
plenty
match
of
I talked
occasions when
about
we
that.
batted first and nothing changed.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah, man. Good question, Marlon. Let us hear. Good question. That. Yeah, Ian.
It's the same fear because these batsmen that we bring in from here, nobody can tell me this about the best in our region. You can say we want about what kind of young people. We used to say the same things about them. When Bravo and them was on the team, right? West Indies didn't bust Bravo throat and bust all them players throat for not going Bangladesh. And them same fellows we bad talking now hit double century and all kind of thing. Eh? Psychologically, they face in Bangladesh, they say, well, that is pipsqueak. So psychologically, they were more comfortable psychologically. But we're going to pick a whole set of young fellas and them will fail too. Because if you don't deal with the psychological issue, I don't care who will you pick again, they will fail. Because them fellas, them same fellas we bad talking, tell me if I lie. When we went Bangladesh, when them fellas, they pick a team because Bravo decided he didn't want to go on that tour. A few other, in fact, that's where Bravo lost his place. Darren Bravo, remember?
Yeah, man. A couple of them didn't
Right,
go on
and
the
we hear
tour.
about Bonner and Blackwood. Blackwood hit a double century.
Good night.
No, it was Myers. Myers got the double
right.
century.
Myers and Blackwood and them make some runs. So when they come back now, a lot of them fellows who didn't go on the tour lost the place, correct?
Good night.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is though, Bangladesh wasn't the strongest that they could have been. You know, I mean, it's a team and we won them still.
Okay, so
hold on, guys, hold on. After Sir Ian finished, we have a couple persons waiting. So after Sir Ian, then we'll go to the next Ian. Then I think Sheldon and then I think White just came on. Yeah, yes, Sir Ian.
But then the selector should have said, guys, I know they did well in Bangladesh. But guys, a waste of time team, so I'm not gonna pick all the team. Darren, all the guys come back on the team. Don't mind all they didn't go on the tour. But earlier we tell earlier, you could go ahead and you don't have to go on the tour. And we ain't going on victimize, you know, and don't pick you on West Indies. Even though these fellas do well, they was playing Bangladesh and Bangladesh ain't good. No. Bravo and them lose their place after that. Because they didn't go on the tour. And these same men we custom now win a series. These same men we custom win a series.
Yeah, but it's the same. Yeah, but we had the poor performance after that against Pakistan. So
right,
you know, and then we had this again.
Right. So then you have to ask yourself, what is the main difference? The psychological. If you're facing a giant, you will be more nervous than if you're facing someone that's smaller than you. Mentally. Them fellas' problem is psychological. It's not that them care bat. The problem is they just don't have the concentration under the stress. When the stress take them, they're not able to concentrate, right? The Silver Joshua. It's not like Joshua so much better batsman, and you know that. You know Joshua is so great technically over all of them fellas. But what he have is concentration. What Brathwaite have is concentration. And to concentrate, you can't have fear really. You have to flip. The flip side of fear is that have faith. And you have to battle at a certain level of faith and making the right shots at the right time and having patience. These fellas could turn around the test. These same fellas could turn around the test. And then we will say something else. Because I don't feel if you pick anybody new, they will change anything.
Yeah.
It's the same thing we don't know. Them was new the other day. Them was new the other day when Darren Bravo was here. Them wasn't new the other day.
Yeah, they just came in, man. But you see, I know some sort of psychological issue is there, as you say, but the way in which all the guys keep on getting out, man, you know, we can't just blame it on that. You know, they have to step up. They definitely have to step up.
So then,
all right.
But one thing, they did well with Bangladesh because what? Bangladesh bowling wasn't good.
Mm.
I'm gonna ask you, how they make all them runs on Bangladesh?
No man, but no man. The thing is that remember some of these guys, his consistency is always our problem. Consistency is not that they cannot bat. Was consistency are the same one that say they can bat, but they just getting out, so they need to be consistent. They got runs against Bangladesh. Some of them they haven't scored any runs since then, so that is a problem. You understand? Consistency is the issue.
They could have get in a comfort zone, but it's more mental than ability wise. That's what I would say.
All right, sir. Ian. All right. Nice opening stance. We'll come back around. I think Ian, the next Ian was on, and then I think Sheldon and White. Yes, Ian.
Yeah, good night.
Yeah, man.
First thing, we can talk about Craig Brathwaite. Now, Craig Brathwaite, he's young in age, but he's not young. Craig Brathwaite has a problem. When Craig Brathwaite has a purple patch, it goes well. 212 against Bangladesh, and he had that wonderful time with Shea Hope. Craig Brathwaite averages 32. You know what 32 batting average is? When you knock 60 in the first innings, you get ducked in the second innings.
Yeah.
60 divided by 2 is 30. And that is what Craig Brathwaite has been doing most of his time. If you remember in England, he made 75 against Ben Stokes in one of those West Indies innings and backed it up with nothing significant. So it's about the technical ability of some of our batsmen to adjust the situations. We talk about Sri Lanka and so is spin. If I pick up West Indies and carry them with pace, with Cummings, Stark,
same thing,
Patterson, whoever Australia's a pick, Jay Richardson in front, it's pace. No spin, because Australia don't put Zampa in test match. I just let it get pacers. Even if I pick up 3 backup pacers, Kane Richardson, Jay Richardson, Riley Meredith, and I put them in a test match, no spin out. Pace pitch, it's the same thing. And I could justify it because the time West Indies went to Australia, Craig Brathwaite again made 94. Nothing else for the series. Remember when Carlos Brathwaite made his test match debut, scored 56, batting at number 7? You could rewind the history and see those scorecards. They weren't 150 without loss and stuff like that. West Indies generally have technical deficiencies in their batting.
I agree.
They generally have technical deficiencies in their batting. Next thing, when West Indies have opportunities against weak teams, this is my problem with them. They got to do like what they do against Bangladesh. When you face weak teams, you got to impress yourself upon it. Yep. Especially now since you got ICC championship points at stake. Like how when Bangladesh put the second-hand team out there, and I don't care what nobody says, that's Bangladesh's second-hand team.
Yeah, so we're saying a couple of the guys were injured, man. A couple of them didn't play.
Didn't play. And the Bangladeshi president was upset because when Saqib Al Hasan didn't play, he wanted Mahmudullah Riyad to come into the next test. And that didn't happen. And he was upset. And I can understand why. Because he didn't want to leave his team so exposed. And look what happened now with Bangladesh when they have the people together, Saqib, Mushkifar, and Rahim. The people in qualify for the T20 World Cup. And West Indies ain't gonna play qualifiers. When Bangladesh and those people got the full team, West Indies slipping back. West Indies had to play a World Cup qualifier. We had to beat Papua New Guinea and beat UAE and things like that. West Indies first problem, they gotta work on this technical thing. I talked the last time. People like Shea Hope, as I said before, is gonna have problems. He's always gonna have problems. His island is traditionally pace. As Lennox said the last time, we need to get these exchange programs back. Let them go to these islands where their deficiencies are and work on it. Let us stop play the season for a half bit or whatever and just work on this game. Because we know what Shea Hope is going to do. He's going to go in another best the best He's gonna play the
Yep.
same bowling that he plays. He's gonna knock another 100. He's
Exactly.
gonna knock a double 100. And guess what? The people who
Right,
love Shea
right
Hope
back
is
there.
gonna say, yeah, Shea Hope put him back in the
Yeah.
team. Yeah, he showed me something. He showed me something. You know what he remind me of? Devon Smith. This is
Yep.
Devon
Shotgun.
Smith all over again. Devon Smith bats good, score 1,000 runs in a season. Put him back in. Put him back in. He go to play Sri Lanka, score a 50. Nothing else from Devon Smith after.
Mhm.
Next thing, if Joshua De Silva could bat number 3 and those things for the youth teams, he could bat number 3 for the Patriots against the international bowling, and so please consider the man for number 3.
The
If you
issue
don't
with
want
that
him at
though,
number
Ian,
3,
is because of Test cricket. The issue is because of the Test cricket keeping and having to bat. Even in the interview that he did this morning, he was saying that after keeping, he was looking forward to getting some rest. But because he lost 5 wickets so quickly, 6 wickets so quickly, he had to come out. So that is really what we are worried about. Pushing him up the order when he has to keep.
I know, but how much rest he gonna get at 18 for 6?
No, but the ideal thing,
How
the
much
ideal
rest?
thing is
But you
the
cannot
ideal
sustain
thing.
that though, Ian.
Yeah, the ideal thing, Ian, is for
the
the ideal thing is for the top order to really make runs so the wicket keeper and the bowlers can rest.
Yeah,
You understand?
I understand
So if
that.
we're going
I
to promote
understand
him like that, if we're going to promote him like that, then he's going to be working double overtime. Then he might not be able to concentrate when he goes out there to bat. Because if the body is tired, the mind. Yeah, if the body is tired, then the mind is tired.
No.
It's not sustainable. Number 3 is not sustainable for a
Right.
week.
Okay, fine. You don't have to bat number 3, but he's far better than where he's at currently.
Yeah, man.
As a wicket keeper.
That is a problem. That is a problem Ian. He looks good and he looks like he can occupy the crease, but the problem is because he's wicket keeping and he has that job. You understand? That is the issue. The wicket stay bending down behind the wicket for days. It's very difficult. Strenuous.
All right.
So we're not saying that he doesn't look good. He looks like he looks organized. He look organized and thing, but we're worried about him wicket keeping and batting up the order. That is the problem.
Lennox.
All right, I have no problem. I'm looking at historically. He may not be the only keeper in history that may have to be called upon this. I'm not saying that we trust him into this position just like that. But what I'm saying, we have to be able to look at our situation and see what's the best alternatives we have, because this is not healthy.
Listen.
And we can't keep exposing to a part like this. Brooks and the other people.
Hold on, Ian. You're saying we can't keep exposing the top order, but the top order, they are the ones that should not be exposing.
No, not the top order. I'm talking about the 18 for 6. This is not sustainable.
So you're saying we can't expose
this is
the
not
lower
sustainable.
order batsmen.
Because Australia, with Cummins and Stark, it's going to be 20 all out. It's going to be 25 all out. It's going to be 40 all out.
You see, I understand your thinking, you want to utilize Da Silva's skills and his ability to stay out there. But you see, because I know how difficult of a job it is to wicket keep. So Ian, are you one of them that is looking at bringing in somebody to keep and try and use Da Silva as a specialist batsman? Because batting him up the order is not going to work. So who will we bring in as that keeper? Let me facilitate the argument. Shea Hope.
No, out. I don't talk about Hope already. I thought that could have happened, but that can't happen there at all. I don't like Jamar Hamilton.
Jamar Hamilton can't bat any at all.
I don't like him. I don't like Jamar Hamilton, period. As I look around the Caribbean, I'm looking at some youngsters, maybe for openers, try Milanos. Let him open, then I could let Joshua bat lower. I'm considering, and I think Brooks, if this is what we have, Brooks could be a part of the squad.
To be honest, I think Brooks got a raw deal from the Pakistan. From the Pakistan tour there. So hopefully we'll get a chance soon.
Well,
but when they come again. When they come back in, we don't want to say it, we don't want to talk as if we are talking down. But when these guys rotate in and rotate out, it's the same thing we get it. Same thing.
Exactly.
That's
Lennox,
it,
these best are the best scores that you see these guys scoring centuries, throw them in the garbage. I am not being impressed by
the best
by these runs from Shamar Brooks. I'm not.
Indeed.
All
Alright.
right. Same thing. Listen.
All right, hold on, the guys. Yeah, Marlon. After you finish, you finish. I have something else to add.
Yeah, well, in terms of the bowling, Roston Chase has to be recognized that he's a spinner. He's the spinner in the team. West Indies can't just pick and choose spinners whenever they see it's convenient. If you're developing a spinner, the spinner has to play.
All right.
The spinner just can't play for an occasion and that's it. Kemar Roach, Sears, Jason Holder. If you want the all-rounder, let Jason Holder play in the all-rounder position. Forget about Kyle Myers. Let Jason Holder play in the all-rounder position and play Sears and develop him. Sears is the future. We don't want this issue with like how Roach had to learn the trade on his own. We don't want the history repeating itself and have Sears got to learn it on his own. Let him get as much games with Holder with the experience, Gabriel, Roach, whatever is the case, and then the man develop his craft. Because we're going to keep having this conversation and it's not going to get better. Thanks.
All right, sir, Ian. All right, so we'll come back around. All right, Sheldon, get yourself ready. We're just going to make Marlon finish. I think you were making a point, Marlon.
Lennox, I don't think Joshua is a good wicketkeeper batsman. Leave him at that. Let him be a good wicketkeeper batsman and not
a specialist batsman.
You see, when you don't have a problem, don't go searching for one. It does not seem as if we have a problem with a wicketkeeper batsman. Let's not go put the young man at number 3, number 4, and then now just go search for a wicketkeeper batsman.
So we need to fix the top order batting.
It's the problem that you have, and don't try move one thing from the next. We need good middle and top order batsmen. We don't need a wicketkeeper batsman.
All right. I think Sheldon is next and then White. Yeah, we have a couple of persons on, so it kind of take a while to come around. Yes, Sheldon, go ahead.
Good night,
Sheldon,
everybody.
here? Oh, yeah, man.
Everybody hearing me?
Yes, we're hearing you.
Yes, I'm here. Hearing me? Right.
Yeah, we're hearing you. We're hearing you.
No, the thing about it, right? The thing about it is that, as Sir Ian was saying, West Indies batsman problem is not ability, it's psychology, right?
So the entire region
over and
then.
over again. No, Bonner didn't do anything in the first innings, but after the first innings, he said, "Hey, I need to bat longer. I need to take some more responsibility." And in the second innings, he bat through basically the whole innings. So which means
always
to say,
say these things when they fail.
if he had taken that mindset before the first innings, he might have made runs in the first innings too. No.
Oh man, I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna let you finish. But Sheldon, you seriously believe they don't go in with that mindset? Don't you think it is because they would have failed? They are saying these things that they know for a fact that this is what needs to be done, but because they didn't do it in the first innings, they're saying that they need to do it in the second innings. I think they go in with knowing that they need to do it, and trying to do it, but it just failed. So they're just saying that this is what I need to do, and it just work out the next time. So you're saying that they went in and probably didn't. Yeah. Clarify for us.
Thing about it is that here's what they know: they're on the side as batsmen, so they're supposed to make runs. But that's about it. They didn't say no on the side. And here's what you see me. I am not getting out. Right? I am not getting out. Whatever it takes, I am not getting out. Right? Now, our next thing, West Indian batsmen are given the choice to decide where they want to bat and that kind of thing. That is craziness. You bat where we tell you to bat, or you do not make the side. No, our next thing.
I think I almost can say it happens at the T20 level because of the the experience and the so-called big name players. But you think it is happening in the test team also?
Yeah, because Hope should have opened if
Yeah.
Solano got thick. But Hope said that he prefer batting in the middle order.
At number
And
4, yeah.
Blackwood, who supposed to be batting at 6, all of a sudden he's a opener. And problem from there. Right? Another thing, where Michael Vaughan used to bat. Because Michael Vaughan was England's keeper, not so?
No, man, Michael Vaughan wasn't the keeper. Michael Vaughan was when Michael Vaughan was playing, think there was keeping. Michael Vaughan
It's not
wasn't
Michael,
the keeper.
it's not Michael Vaughan. I think it's about Alex Stewart.
Yes, Stewart.
That's what I'm talking about. But
Yeah, but Stewart used to bat a little lower. Alex Stewart. He used to bat like maybe 6. He didn't bat further down.
Alex Stewart used to bat top order for ODI and
no man, for test. We're talking about test. He batted
he batted higher. When you watching Wesley's bowl out England for further, something that man was a top order batsman. And if you look at England's county structure too, a lot of those persons are top order batsmen. Davies that came here to the Caribbean a couple of years ago, he was a top order batsman. Look at Butler. Well, Butler's lower order, but Butler could bat.
Butler bats at 7.
Too. He could bat up. Look what he does in the county too. Sometimes he bats up.
Yeah, man. Those guys are good enough to bat up, especially in ODI and T20 now, because they are technically good batsmen. But I'm saying when they are playing international test cricket at the test level, more often than not, you'll find the wicket keepers batting anywhere from 6 to 7.
Right. No, another thing, right? Our fielding poor.
Yeah.
Because
very poor.
Early.
Very, very poor.
The Sri Lankan captain get dropped early.
Yeah.
The man come and score.
It was on 16, I think.
Yeah, big 100. It should have been 40 something or something when he get out. And then that was it. You can't let up them kind of guys on their home patch and that kind of thing. So definitely men need to take responsibility and decide, hey, here's what we're on. I am not getting out. Another thing, right? Now, I don't know where we get this idea that bowlers are not supposed to bat. Now, when Australia was in the heyday, right? The Ricky Ponting side, I remember the bowlers that each one of them was attached to a top order batsman for training. And they used to work with the top order batsman so that their batting will improve. Because a lot of time, Australia was batting 3 and 4 down for very little runs on the board. And next thing you know, they still score 400 because the middle order support by the bowlers used to pull out the side.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah. I remember seeing that in Australia, but I don't think we're saying that they are not supposed to bat. What I am saying personally is that we are not supposed to blame the lower order batsmen for the work that should have been done by the specialist batsmen. That is what I am thinking, that the specialist pace bowlers should not be blamed for the work that should have been done by the specialist batsmen. It goes without saying, you put on your pad on the bat, so you're expected to go out there and to bat and to wag the tail as long as they can. As you rightfully said, Brett Lee would make half century on several occasions, right? People like McGrath would stay out there. Those guys would stay out there. Pat Cummins is doing his thing now. So I definitely understand what you're saying, Sheldon, that you must be able to bat once you're in the team. But my thought is this, and I think this is what Sir Ian actually meant, is that we cannot blame the bowlers for the work that the batsmen did not do. So are you saying that if the top order gets leveled down, Sheldon, the bowlers should automatically chip in and do exactly what the top order should do. Is that what you are saying, or I am misunderstanding?
No, what I'm saying is this, right? Let us suppose one of the top order batsmen in the wicket, let me say De Silva or Bonner, right? And we reach 7 wickets down or 8 wickets down. Within the next 5 or 6 overs, we all out. That shouldn't be. As an Australian bowler have a double century, you know?
Yeah, man. It goes without saying that the bowler should come and try and do their thing also. But we're just saying that we need to fix the batting.
On your score runs, you know? But I must be able to depend on you not to get out. Yeah, not to get out. So therefore, I as the batsman going to score the runs, you know, but you don't get out. So that
you don't batsman not scoring any runs.
But I rough, but
I don't see
the last 2 wickets could put on 100.
In which cricket you could defend on number 8, 9, 10, 11 to put on 100 runs?
Which not the West Indies cricket.
Yeah, it not happen very often, man.
Listen,
I think
no explanation would do that. No explanation would do that.
It doesn't happen very often. Hold on, let him finish. Yes, Shelan, continue.
I'm not saying you might achieve it, you know, but I'm saying that must be the thinking going in. A bowler must be thinking, hey, I could hold on this wicket. When Lara scored the 150 something in Barbados, Courtney Walsh decided that he was not getting out. And he tell Lara, hey, here's what, Captain, if anybody getting out, is you. I not getting out. And the rest is history.
That don't happen. That don't happen.
Has the most ducks in Test cricket. So I want you to know that was a rarity.
But he wasn't getting out that day though.
That is a rarity.
He have the most.
Hold on, guys. Let Sheldon finish his closing his opening argument, because we have White has been waiting for a while and things. So yeah, Sheldon, wrap up, make we hear you. Then we'll take it from the top again.
I am stressing is all about responsibility. Yeah. And men need to take responsibility and call that judge.
All right, Sheldon. Pollard say you can depend on Gabriel to face 10 ball. All right, White, you there?
Yes.
Oh, you have been waiting for a while, man. Go ahead. Your turn to take the floor.
Yes, good night, everyone. Based on what you're saying about the bowling and the batsmen, I understand that all of them must take responsibility. But if the middle order and the top order batsmen are not doing nothing, you can't expect the bowlers to do anything. That's first of all.
Because more than likely, it would mean that the opponent bowling would have had enough skill to outfox the specialist batsmen, so the tailenders might not be able to survive. I understand.
You can't expect nothing from the tailenders when the batsmen are not doing anything at all.
Yeah, continue.
Talking about the team is not balanced at all. There's too many all-rounders. The server is a keeper, but if you go around the world, there's no keeper batting at number 8. He should be batting number 7. But he's batting number 8 because the team's not balanced. There's too many all-rounders in the team. Holt has to go. Mayers should not be playing. Too reckless. Blackwood is reckless. I don't know why he was opening. Brathwaite's inconsistent. Chase is not supposed to bat on number 4 at all. And that's the thing. Chase looks like he's the best spinner in the team, but he's still not a very, very good spinner at the same time. So based on all of those things I said, it's a lot of problems. So I don't really understand what's going on. And the thing that they need to work on with the batting is their defense. They can't defend the ball properly. If they can't keep a good ball out or a decent ball out, they're going to feel like they have to play a big shot because they can't rely on their defense to stay in for a long period of time, which they have to do. So I think based on all of those is a lot of problems, and it's been going on for years in the West Indies. I don't know if anyone disagrees with anything I said. I'm not sure.
No man, that is spot on, man. Where the defense is concerned, you know, we have had that issue. We have had that issue for a while, and you know, we find them plus the same careless shots. It's the same careless shots. Yeah, they're getting out the same way. Yeah, they're getting out the same way.
I agree, but remember, I had that Silver batting in front of the three bowlers because I was playing three pace men. So
man,
batting high up at my team, you know, because it's three.
Yeah, remember your team, man.
Yeah, it's pace in your waist. We have best pace bowlers in the whole thing, and we wrestling them. You wrestling men like seals and wrestling men like roach. We want to lose.
I heard someone else say as well that the Silver should be the keeper and back up the order. That's not possible in Test cricket.
Yeah.
You can't expect a keeper to bat in the top order.
What
I would understand if he said that the Silver, you remove the gloves of the Silver and give him an opportunity at the top. But you can't do that because there's no other keeper.
Yeah.
So
the keeper definitely cannot bat that high.
Exactly. You can't put a keeper at the top of the order. If we had another keeper and then you say, yes, we want to put the Silver at the top, then that's different.
That's not a good time. You want the Silver to open the bowling, you know.
Then,
he's gonna be the front line spinner because we don't have a spinner. We don't have a good, so he's gonna be the spinner.
All right, White. Very, very good. Opening statement. You're always in the comment section. You know, I think it's the first time we're having you on the panel. Yes. It was very good to hear from you. Yeah, man. Always in the comment section. All right. Yeah, man. So I think who is next? Tyrese, you are there?
Yes, good day, sir. How are you?
Yeah, man. Blessings. You can't just say Lennox, man. Sir, a few children in my school. You can't just say Lennox. Yeah, man. What say you? What say you?
So Ian.
Only Sir Ian.
For me, with regards to the performance by Windies, I wasn't expecting much from the very beginning. I wasn't expecting them to make much runs. And I don't think it's a psychological thing. I think they go in there pretty much overconfident in themselves. Like when you listen to the interviews that they do, they said it all, well, this one's fit and this guy's looking good. You know?
Yeah, they're always saying that.
The whole year. And when it comes time to execute, they can't do it. I think I think they're blinded in a sense to their failures, where they're just accepting their failures and not doing anything about it. And they're making really weird decisions with regards to the batting order. I don't understand why Blackwood would open when you could check the averages, right? Check the averages from 2020 to 2021. Blackwood scored most of his runs at 6. So why in the world would you put him to open? And then you have like 3 other batsmen, Bonner, Myers, and Chase, who do pretty much best at 4. So in other words, you really don't have any opening batsmen to support Craig. You know?
So why they didn't use Shea Hope to open, in your opinion? Why do you think Shea Hope didn't open?
Actually, I was expecting Hope to open. But it was a surprise to me that he didn't open, to be honest. Because the point of it was to replace Solozano.
Exactly.
And he don't want about the he afraid. I think it's fear. Fear is manifested. But it's Tyrese.
Honestly, for me,
Tyrese.
Yeah.
Is Tyrese talking?
Yeah, man, it's Tyrese there.
Tyrese, I just wanted to say, as you talk about psychological, I don't think it's over. It's not overconfidence. So when a man frightened, he just start to play, he brave, you know. You ever see a boxer talking, and getting knocked out first round? It's just, I think, he frightening, you know, you're running around a man like Tyson. I will beat him, I'll beat Tyson. I will beat him, you know, it's frightening. But that kind of way to grand charge. As a jump in the ring.
Well, I think as Contact 20 said, I think they're overconfident because they know that they're ill prepared for the thing. They're just throwing a face in a sense. But they're not really addressing the issue. And I think the problem is that
It's a
management.
facade.
So, okay.
I think
want to
they
play
actually.
devil's advocate.
I
Can I
think
play
they
devil's
actually believe in
advocate?
them. I think they actually believe in their ability. And you know, I always hear that the worst thing to do is to tell yourself a lie and believe it. I think the big issue is they actually believe that they are good enough to do it. I don't know
Can I
if it's
play?
overconfident or this. I just think they believe that they are good enough, and I don't think they are.
Can I play devil's advocate?
Yeah, chip in and then we'll let Tyrese finish.
All right, good.
Yeah, man, go ahead. Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry. You know the conversation with Blackwood shouldn't be opening. I understand. I completely understand. There's no way at all he should be opening. But obviously they did tell him he was going to be opening the 2 innings. So we would at least like to have seen it applied himself. Like Nisanka for Sri Lanka. He never opened in first class cricket or a test match. Tiramani was supposed to be opening the batting. And then they told him that for him to be in the team, he has to open. But look how Nisanka applied himself in the first innings. It's just West Indies batsmen applied themselves at all. So even if Blackwood wasn't supposed to be opening, he knew he would be after the injury. So we at least like to have seen the application. Look at the way he got out.
All right, Tyrese, very good. I think it's the first time we're hearing Tyrese on the platform, you know.
But Sports, you say how you feel the fellas really feel they can do it. That's why I hope run and want to bat low and he don't do it.
No, but because he believes. No, man, he believes within it. He believes within himself that the runs that he would have scored in the best versus best, batting at 4, he will be able to replicate it batting at the international level. These guys believe within themselves that what they do in the best versus best, they can actually go and do it. In my opinion.
This make I laugh. All right, so can I ask a question if you could permit me?
Yeah, man, go ahead now, and then we'll go back to Sir Ian. Yeah.
All right, first question. Now, Mr. Blackwood, bats at number 6, which is all round and lower order. Doesn't bowl, doesn't contribute anything. So if he makes a duck or a 1, he runs around in the field all day saving runs. That's his next best contribution. Now, who bats at number 6 without any other ability to think? That's a force. Okay, a very basic off spinner, very basic. Now, a friend asked me a question, and you were talking about hope. Do you people remember that West Indies were actually far the 6th with Outlast in that 4th innings with Blackwood? Even though, and I think Blackwood should just forget about it, period. I don't want him in the team. But what I'm saying is this. If Blackwood can't offer anything proper, he can't be batting at number 6. He got to be a batsman.
Yeah,
he's not an opening batsman.
Yeah,
but he got to be batting up. That's the first thing. The second thing, and I'm going back to Josh, you said, I understand what everybody's saying. What I'm saying is that West Indies are not in a position. They are not in a position where they have all these alternatives and they could choose. That's the sad truth.
We're going to have to tie on ice on Joshua's leg. Tie on ice so he keeps and then bats.
Oh, you're going to kill Alan Fellowboy.
Yeah.
So we can keep for all them hours and then go and bat to the league.
You see, what you're saying,
it's true. It's true. I don't understand with him. It's true what you're saying. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
We have no other. We don't have anything else. We don't have anything else. We don't have anything else. Somebody's talking to. The batsmen are technically flawed, for example. And if we keep persisting, we're going to run into these things. Sangakkara come from youth cricket just like that. He had his time in Sri Lanka cricket, and he had to keep and bat for a period. While the other Jay Wardener, Prasanna, developed the skill. When he kept, there was Romesh Kaluwitarana. Me know if you guys will remember that. He used to bat with Jayasuriya. When Kaluwitarana called gloves, Sangakkara had to keep.
Ian, my namesake. Fellas you talking about had batsmen who can bat at the other end.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Let him bat with Braithwaite. Let him bat with Bono. Let him bat with the others. Because those are what we have. I'm not saying this the Jayasurias or whatever, but to be honest, Bon is like we Jayasuria right now. Which is sad. Bon is like we Jayasuria.
If I'm moving Joshua anywhere in battle, is one notch forward. He ain't going far from that area.
And it's a sad thing when Bon is we Jayasuria.
You know what would fix the team? You know what would fix the team? Get a good number 4, right? If you're going to keep Blackwood at 5, get Jason Hall at the all-rounder to bat at 6, and let the keeper bat at 7. The unbalance is having too many all-rounders in the thing, right? You have Myers, Jason Hall at Chase. These guys can't bat, man. Man, can't bat, Bridget.
This is the issue. This is the issue that I'm having. I think people are unfairly going after Jermaine Blackwood because West Indies lower order consistently produces more than the top order, and Blackwood is a part of that. That I think people are unfairly going after him because of the nature of his dismissals. Because
Blackwood scores most of his runs in the last innings of every test. He usually gets a 50, a 40, and he keeps him in the team. So if you look at the scores over a period of time, it is not good enough, mind you. It is not good enough.
It's better than the rest.
Where does he bat for Jamaica?
When he plays regional cricket, I think he bats around about number 4. He bats at number 4.
Good. So why is it so hard to add? So this is not something because when he played on the 90s, he bat number 3.
Different level.
We have the world-class batsmen batting at number 4 in the team. Myers and
Chase.
Wow.
And Chase.
And we gotta keep it for the Giants for Bonner Giants Surya.
But I understand what you're saying though, Ian. If he's going to bat at 6, if he's in as a specialist batsman, then he needs to be occupying one of those spots.
Come on, let Chase bat 6. Chase is bowling a set of overs. He ain't tired though. Rest.
Yeah. Then Blackwood
I understand what you're saying.
And by the way, at Wesley's part, the 6 without last. Part of 6 without last, that was one of the best opening partnerships you had in a very, very long time.
Yeah, it was 46. Then 51 for 2, then 80 for 3, and he went down like down the line like that. That's why I think that somebody else with the ability should come up as well and keep it flowing. Keep it flowing. Why move from 46 outlast to 120 all out? Keep the thing flowing.
My thing is this. We can't interfere with what's working on the team. You see Joshua, he wicket keeping good and he making runs where he batting. He could probably go up a notch. But we cannot bring him up to make up for the nonsense they're doing in the front. Front has to fix itself. Front has to fix itself. Right? And I am saying the fellas in front could do it. I am saying that they need to concentrate more and they need to be less fearful. Because a lot of the outs, when them fellas get out, they rehearse the shot and realize I really should not make that shot then. Understand what I'm saying? If they didn't make that shot then, they would not have out. So is Test cricket. So when you're playing Test cricket, every ball must be treated on its merit. You don't try too many fancy things, especially when the ball new and the ball hard. If you get a little softer and so on, you could try some things. The problem is sometimes they try to do things too early. Things they shouldn't be trying. So it's not that they
as a patience. Need to be patient out there.
Mindset, relax, take your time, make up your mind. You put on house and land there, you went and spend the day. You're camping all day. You want to camp out on the wicket. And it's easy for us to know. Once the average West Indian batsman forget about making runs per se, but just stay straight, the runs will come. The runs will come. Remember, tell you that, bam, you come forward, boom, you get a single, you get 2 runs. And before you know it, you're accumulating runs. That's how Joshua's make runs. Just accumulation of runs, and then they hit him a bad ball, he hit you for 4. But it's mostly by just getting in line with the ball, playing straight, and the runs will come.
I don't know how many persons heard the video that I did this morning. I was covering the interview that Joshua did, and he was saying that we cannot blame the batsmen. The interview had asked him how, you know, I don't remember the question. Something like he was saying, what would he say about the way in which the batsmen get out? And he was saying that you cannot blame the batsmen because nobody goes out there to get out. So I'm wondering if if they should blame us that are on the coach and in our chairs.
But you know that's politics. We want them to say, you know, them fellas beat him in the dressing room, man. Yeah? Them fellas beat him in the dressing room. You look at the setup, the man to get
the man say we can't blame the batsmen.
What he's trying to say, you have to understand. You have to read.
I know exactly what he's trying to say. Yeah, it's just the way in which he said it. It's just the way in which he said that.
I think he's right. I think you blame the selectors for picking the batsmen. That might be what he was.
Well, probably, maybe.
Yes. So
he's trying to say they had to the right place. They really want to perform, right? But if you listen to what he said, he also said. I don't know if you hear that part that they need to apply themselves more.
Yeah, man, I heard it.
And be more patient. So he did give them an idea as to what to do also, you know. But
yeah, man,
but the man had to be politically correct. You looking for this man now to get some bad licks when he go in the dressing room.
No, man, I heard it, you know, it's just the way that one line was very funny, man, when he said that he cannot blame the batsman.
But you
that one, I know exactly what he was trying to do, and I know exactly.
It's just some of your countrymen and thing, you know, some a little aggressive. Sometimes they'll cut the trinity inside the room. Okay, nothing, you know. I ain't saying nothing. Keep just right. Keep quiet.
Well, all I know, all I want is for this young man to really continue his good work, because if he didn't get the Sri Lanka captain out stumped, then he would have made probably a double century. He went in and he did his thing with the bats. So I just want him to continue. My wicket keeper.
Sorry,
my wicket keeper.
Who's that? T range.
He came after we got bowled out. About 15 minutes after.
Yes. He batted right, you know, you almost draw the match.
Yeah, man, he was doing his thing, but you know, we really want a solid wicket keeper for years. My wicket keeper that was there, you know, he wasn't rammed in, he was in and out, and then, you know, we want somebody who want a solid wicket keeper that we can depend on to do the work behind the stump and still to you know, to give us some runs and things.
We always had a history of having solid keepers.
Yeah, we need to get back to that place.
Doesn't really know what.
Yeah, we're not hearing us. So who's talking?
What?
I'm not hearing.
We're not hearing you.
You can hear me.
Yeah.
Yes, I was saying, doesn't even know what happened to Darrich. It's like since that England series, since they peppered him. It's like his career ended.
Yeah, man. I heard him. He was asking if we know what happened to Shane Dorich. Every live that we do, we ask the same question. I have no idea. I reached out to him on a couple of social media platforms. No response. So I'm not sure what's happening. Not sure.
And he posts on his Instagram regularly.
Yep.
Well, you could ask him. I ain't asking nothing. No? You asking nothing.
Maybe.
Because if you don't want to tell me, I don't want to know.
Yeah, maybe. You see, sometimes something might happen that is not cricket related, and they don't want to get it out into the space. But I believe as fans, we sometimes we get attached to our players and we think that they are good enough for the team. So when they just come off the scene, we expect at least a general statement. You know, we don't want to know their personal business, Sheldon, but at least a general statement would be nice to know exactly what's happening with him. Yeah, that would be nice. But as far as I can tell, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, as sportsman, I'm under that pressure too. I mean, look at the top girl from Japan, the tennis player.
Oh, the girl that had pulled out because of. Those girls are consistently performing at a high level and traveling all over the place.
Right.
These guys.
But Dowich was doing good. What I'm saying, Dowich was doing well.
Yeah, he was doing his thing.
And after he got the injury, he just fall off and you didn't hear anything.
But funny enough, sir, Ian, after I got the injury, and I think it was against New Zealand. We played England first, then New Zealand. After I got that injury, you know, the information that came out was that he left because of personal reason.
Right.
I don't know if it was because of the health issue that we have going on that he left if he had a young baby. I don't know what was the reason, but we haven't seen him since.
Some people who performing under a lot of stress too. So that is why when they compare the game and say she was a top game, and he was a very good, in my opinion, one of the better batsmen, wicketkeeper. But he
was doing his thing.
There was a psychological pressure too, right? And you know, so like with this girl, she didn't want to talk to the press, you know. Sports, you have all kind of issues, you know. You don't want to talk to the press because, and then fans, and you're taking everything personal, and so it must be get too much for him at that time, and he still call it a day.
Probably. I don't know, but you see, all right. The problem. Go again.
I don't think he's playing again.
Exactly.
More than likely not.
So that come like this boy from Trinidad, the opener.
Adrian Barrett.
Yeah.
I heard that Adrian Barrett is a pastor. What you call him?
Well, if I had to choose, I don't blame him. I do the same thing too. I just do my preaching and thing too, you know. Yeah, and I be praying and thing, yeah. You must have that. Yeah, people just call me a pastor too. You like
man.
You know, and Saturday, you know. But,
you have that, you know, but you know, it's just that I guess it was just a different calling.
Exactly.
You know?
He was talented, but that was his true calling. But I mean, he used to look nice and now with kid boy. I ain't lying.
Man, that guy was good. He was good.
I think it's a conflict of interest because I think Lennox, you had said he's a Jehovah's Witness.
Yep.
Their way
That's what we heard.
Their theology is anti everything in this world.
Somebody had sent me an article saying that he's you know doing that and handing out stuff, and you know they probably see that as gambling and competitive.
They don't do higher education.
Yeah, well, that's the
they don't do sports.
Yeah,
they don't do nothing.
But you see, at the end of the day, everybody have their own
lives. Yes.
Their own life and their religion and nothing. Because I have mine and I do my thing. So everybody. It's just I will miss him. You see, the problem is because we love our cricket so much and we know we don't have a vast majority a vast of thing there of quality top order batsmen. So pool. So when I lose a man like that, you're really going to feel it. But we don't want to knock a man thing, you know.
He was really hopeful, boy. Wow.
What about Brandon King?
Brandon King did extremely well. Brandon King did extremely well about 2 seasons ago in T20 and Super 50. We haven't heard or seen anything of him since. He didn't do anything in the last Super 50 or in the last CPL. So we are not sure what's happening with young Brandon King at all.
But we discussed that already with all the players. All the players. If they're not on a contract. Making the money.
This cricket is really poor, man.
If you're not making the money, you have to go somewhere to get the money.
Yep.
So all these fellas go fall off, and they will, you know, they will lose their fitness because they will not be focusing on 100% cricket because they have to earn money. You know, so we don't have nothing to take care of them fellas like them who only play referees and who did well and who, you know, we need something to maintain them, but we don't have that. I was telling you too in Trinidad. I'm going to people like
hold on, Sir Ian. Hold on, I just let in somebody. I think it's Abu Hassan. Hassan, you hearing us?
Yeah,
your microphone is on. Hold on.
Yeah, hearing you guys. So
mute your microphone a little.
Okay.
We're hearing a lot of feedback. So when Sir Ian is finished, then I'll let you on. Yeah, Ian.
What I was saying in Trinidad, we're fortunate to have people like the Stallmeyers and the Carews and these people who used to spot talent and literally take care of all the expenses and make sure the batsman well taken care of at all levels. Like with Lara, it was with Lara, I think it was the Carews. Bravo, it was the board guy, you know, Colin Board. Colin Board, the West Indian manager. Right. So that we have a lot of people in Trinidad who actually look out for the talent and nurture it in the clubs like Queen's Park and the other clubs around. So that it's not as bad in Trinidad a man could have his talent and still be taken care of, because it's like you have a big brother kind of thing where they come and they take care of you like a big brother. But not every country have that. So you find that a man like even King and thing had nobody to really say I go be a big brother to him to help him out to make sure everything cool.
But Ian, you see the issue is
we have that here, but it's for track and field. We have that here. And it's actually a good system, you know. It's a good system. Yeah, it's a good system. It's a track and field. You know, yeah.
Let me tell you, I disagree with you a tad bit, Ian, when it comes to somebody like Brandon King, because money should not be the issue for somebody like Brandon King was tasted CPL money. Because should not. Money isn't a problem. Shouldn't be a problem to that. Shouldn't be a problem because
but I think he was talking in general.
Oh, okay then. If it was in general, but people like them who made the CPL, you have no excuse because you've now been able to garner some finances from this thing, so you could see the viability of it. It's not like somebody who's struggling.
But then money could be the problem in the sense of complacency after you get comfortable too.
It's a strong possibility.
It's a balance. Because
it's a possibility.
At the end of the day in this life, you always ask yourself, what is your purpose? What is your significance? Am I here to run behind a ball for most of my life or for the next 10 years of my life, hitting a ball and running a ball? You know, people, you could tell yourself guys are with a life that you don't want to continue doing too, and you could come off and say, look, let me do something else. Now,
it's a possibility.
When you make that money, you can say, okay, I good, yes, let me go and see if I can build a little house and handle my stories. Or you might say, when I make money, this is great. Let me go now and invest in my craft and get better at it. And a typical example of that kind of attitude is Kohli. Kohli is an example of seeking perfection. You know, no amount of money again. Kohli don't need no money. But if you watch him, he's a perfectionist. He just wants to be great, to be fit, to be a beast. And he's very close to that. In fact, well, he's now coming down, but at that time, Pong for Pong, nobody could beat Kohli.
Yeah, and I wonder what's happening with it. I think it's almost 2 years or maybe 2 to 3 years since we have had a century from the man, you know. Yes, I think we might be in for a treat now, seeing that I think he has given up some of the responsibilities. So hopefully he will come with something good. Hold on, I have something to.
I saw something saying Tim Payne has stepped away from cricket for the foreseeable future.
No, but funny enough, Tim Payne
on Facebook.
Okay, because he actually played in a game. Was it yesterday or day before yesterday? And I doubt he made, and I think he might have made 1 or 2. Didn't make anything. You understand? Yeah. So, yeah, it's really sad to know that a man's career, you go out like that. But it was inevitable. He was going to be left out at some point. If
you know what they would say? He went out the hard way.
Yeah, and this one here. Saw what I did there.
I don't know who will sketch it, but he went out the hard way.
Yeah, man, saw what I did there.
Yeah, he's even leaving county cricket for now. They said.
Well, Marlon,
sketch yourself.
Yeah, man, I saw what I did there. Yeah, so funny enough, well, we're going to hear from Hassan, and then I'm going to say something that I heard Michael Clark with. Guys, we as I said at the beginning, we're not going for 3 hours tonight. We're going to round it off, probably around about 8, so the next 15 minutes. I am on pickup duties tonight, while the works. You know that already.
Yeah,
right?
We understand what's going on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, here we go now. Hassan, you're there?
Yeah.
All right, good. So we're hearing some echoing, but go ahead and see if you can give us your opinion on what happened in the game. Where are you joining us from?
From Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. All right, good. Welcome.
So, in relation to the batting order, I think it needs some some adjustment. So I am for De Silva batting up the order because
Yeah.
he's a very patient. He's a very patient batsman, and therefore him facing 150 deliveries with the tail ender is almost like um, impossible. Once upon a time that gonna happen. You understand me? So if you bat up the order, the people them who bat in quickly could make runs around him and go, and he could hold the innings. But if he bat at the bottom of the order, then he can left high and dry most of the time. So I would put like De Silva at number 5, at least.
Number 5.
I would put him before Blackwood because Blackwood, his average at number 6 is better than number 5 and better than up the order. He averages 35 when he comes in at number 6. When he comes in for the rest of his career, he's averaging 30, right? So that means he averaging under 30 when he come in before number 6. So I would put him at number 6, and most of the time he don't left high and dry. He just lash the ball and then he just out.
Yeah.
That's how. So I would put it number 6, and then I would put Holder after the number 7, and then whoever the bowlers. But I would really like to see De Silva up the order at number 5 at least. And I think the guy dropped Shea Hope. He ain't cut for Test cricket. That it looks so. I don't know. I think he should play like how he's playing one-day cricket because I don't know what happened to him when he playing Test cricket. Something really ain't going right with him in Test cricket. So I don't know who they're gonna put for opening batting. That is a dilemma right now. May know if anybody got any input in relation to who should open the batting.
So Lozano.
But so Lozano is okay?
Yeah, he's injured. Yeah, he's out injured.
He's out injured.
He won't be injured,
So-
right? True. I mean, what? He didn't play any second test.
I'm not. I'm not sure. I haven't seen anything on the West Indies page. Yeah, but usually the protocol after monitoring him for 48 hours, they usually. I don't want to say they usually rule him out of the next match or the series, but I doubt he will play. I doubt he will play the next one.
Kumabana did not play the second game.
Yep, I doubt he will play.
I'm expecting to see it.
Yeah.
Why? Ray, I hear somebody talk about Evan Lewis there and the comments. Yeah, I think he would be better than what we got right now.
What about Simmons? Simmons gave me 15
I don't
runs.
think so.
Simmons gave me 15 runs for about 30 something ball in a 2020 the other day.
That's a classic test match innings. Hey,
Wait,
as a test match strike rate, you can't get better than that.
So Hassan, you're saying that you would go for Lewis.
Yeah, I would go for Lewis. Yes, I give him.
You're sure? You're sure his technique. You're sure his technique is solid enough to hold up in test.
No
when
way.
Okay, well, I would tell you this, right? So Lozano was picked for the side. He averaging 22 or 23 in first class cricket, right? And Evan Lewis never get a chance to play Test cricket, but he averaging over 30 in first class cricket. At least he averaging better than
Evan Lewis never
Solozano.
wanted to play test cricket.
That's a difference.
Okay. Well, we ain't gotta try and see somebody else for open the batting. Like we ain't got nobody.
So Hassan, we all say that Shea Hope shouldn't be there. So if Solozano is out for the next game, what do we do? Do we use Shea Hope to open, or we use Blackwood again? What do you think?
Maybe they could put Banner up the order.
Well, I don't know if you want to dislodge the only man that, well, not to say the only man, but he has been stable. So You say moving from number 3 to number to actually opening, it should be able to adapt.
Yeah.
They will leave Blackwood, man. If Blackwood, it was a successful experiment, you know. They made about 40 something before the first wicket.
Yeah, but
Yes, it was not a bad experiment, you know.
So I mean,
I
Yeah,
get
it-
what I want him, but I don't think it was a
again.
bad experiment to begin with.
It's just after that.
get
Blackwood batting at number 6, as I personally believe, number 6 gotta be like for chasing other persons who contributed like all around those positions. If Blackwood is not contributing anything, Blackwood gotta bat up.
Right, who opening for this next match? If,
No, you know,
if-
but
Yeah, look.
it's a traditional batsman. No, you know,
Let-
good batsman.
Let him
Number six
open.
is a
Who else gonna
specialist.
open? You
The
gonna
but
put
Shea Hope
Barnett
is in the
open?
team. Who is that? Sheldon? But is Sheldon not our white? Who is that? Or Ian?
That Ian.
But Ian,
but
Ian, yeah, but Shea Hope is in the team.
You alright, look. If y'all want Shea Hope to go and make double ducks, golden ducks, that's perfect.
But Ian, you
I
No,
know.
but he's a recognized opener. If we are in a situation where we need an opener, the man is a recognized
that's
opener.
the
But he
people
doesn't
that-
have the technique. He doesn't have the technique to do it. He can't cover drive all the time. He plays off the back foot. He's not sure. He can't get the ball past the short infielder. What is he going to do when the pressure goes on?
Of all the players that's there, that's good.
I don't know if it's. I think Hope needs to change his look to batting, be a little bit more aggressive, be a little bit more what you call it,
But he
Because-
Assertive.
yeah, assertive. When he playing defensive, ultra defensive, you know, he's like he get I don't know, but when he playing like that, he's very inassertive. When he playing regularly, like how he's playing the one day games, he looks assertive in the one day cricket. Why is it he looks so assertive in the one day cricket and he can't do the same in test cricket?
because I'll tell you why. One day cricket and test cricket is two different type of cricket. I'm gonna tell you something when you play
They're
test.
two different animals.
You
Yeah.
get in one good
different
bowler bowling you 10 overs back to back. In one
Yeah.
day, you just have to roll over the bowler, so you could the ones that gain you trouble only have 4 overs to bowl. And
So you have
get it.
different
right?
ball in different deliveries.
But when you play this
But
different
not only that,
type of
you
bowler,
like Ian.
the
Hello.
bowler that you hate,
Ian.
you see the bowler that you hate,
And not
to
only
face,
that too,
you get
and
it
not
back
only
to
that
back
too,
from him.
the field restrictions.
Exactly.
Shea Hope is
Yeah.
not gonna have 3 slips in there. He's not gonna have short in. He's not gonna push the ball past the infield and then get a run.
Yeah.
He's gonna get the man on the boundary. He's gonna get to lift up the infield for 15 overs. He's get
Yeah,
2
you have
sets
the
of power
boundary
plays to
restrictions,
enjoy.
yeah, restrictions.
It's different.
Very different.
Yeah,
And
you got
also-
a point.
Good
You got a point. You got a good point there.
That's why I'm saying his technical ability, and that's why your technical ability is important. Brian Lara was aggressive, but Brian Lara knows how to play based on the forms of the game, the bowlers, etc. Shea Hope don't have that as yet. Shea Hope is on a very nice run on his current ability, and he's playing well with that. Test match, he don't do it. So that's why I'm saying I would not do Shea Hope. I was even thinking for him to keep and let the silver thing, but at the end of the day, he's gonna be a liability because if you walk in at number 7 and he doesn't have the ability to do so, it's a waiting wicket, and he's gonna expose all those persons in the lower order.
And if you drop a catch,
Well, that was a nice
imagine if you drop a catch with gloves too. If you drop a catch, a man can make a triple century anyway. So this is why I never want to compromise with a specialist wicket keeper.
Yeah,
As far as I'm
yeah.
concerned, Brian Lara 400 in trouble. Honestly, with this West Indies team. Because if by any chance you run into a David Warner in farm, you run into David Warner in farm is a problem. You run into Joe Root in farm is a problem. You run into anybody in
I mean, when
farm,
we go to Australia,
But
when we go to
but
Australia,
it's a
hold on.
problem.
what
Hold on,
you
guys.
know?
Joe Root made about 2 double century and 2 century the other day, right?
On the same Sri Lanka,
Last year.
on the same pitch.
600
Yes.
this year and two
Ju-
He made one in Sri Lanka.
Ju-
He made one
How
in
many?
In India. I think it's 3. one in Sri Lanka, one in India, and I think one at home. Wait, no, he made a 180. It's two. I don't think he made any double century this summer.
He scored 600s this year, 2 double hundreds, one in Sri Lanka, one in India.
Yes, only 2.
Good. So you imagine Cornwall, Warwickon, Chase, and so against an informed Joe Root and David Warner. And David Warner getting his chance just now when Australia come. What we getting the wicket from? When we got Warner and thing. When we got Smith coming next. Look. Western Australia is 700 for 4 declared. On a regular.
The bowlers, I am not worried about the bowlers, you know. I am worried about what the batsmen will do.
I am worried. I'm worried about the stupid team that they're gonna pick to bowl to those Australians.
The so-called spinners might be an issue. But if we work with the pace, like what Sir Ian said, if we go to Australia and work with the pace, that won't be a problem. My problem is with the spinners. You know, I don't really trust them.
Hold on. You telling me, Shannon, you have confidence in Shannon Gabriel bowling to the Australia top order.
Yes.
I know Jason Holt is gonna contain. I know Jason Holt is gonna contain. I know Kemar Roach is gonna take a wicket. Sears is still young. Gabriel, I have no confidence in. Sears, I know is young. They're not gonna take many wickets in Australia. Be serious. Let's be serious.
No, but they will do better than the spinners.
Anybody will do better than the spinners.
They're not gonna take wickets.
You know, the spinners in the West Indies.
You guys are underrating Shannon Gabriel too far. Shannon has been West Indies strike bowler for years. Even more of a strike bowler.
My only problem with Gabriel is when they are playing him half fit. Once Gabriel is fit, I don't have a problem with him. He's not the best when it comes on to moving the ball all over the place, but once he's fit, I don't have a problem with him.
Gabriel ball.
How so? Gabriel's bowled well in this test match.
Yes.
That is satisfactory.
With 2 wickets.
2 wickets, 2 innings.
On a dead pitch.
Did he go to New Zealand?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
What did he do in New Zealand?
Not much.
All right.
He was injured.
Did he go good?
No,
apart from England, when he was in the form, nothing else.
Shannon's record.
Tell me,
none of the players
the Indian bowlers went to New Zealand, and New Zealand embarrassed them. Pakistan bowlers went there; they didn't do much better either. New Zealand is a graveyard for traveling.
Hello, Kyle Jameson. Okay, good. Kyle Jameson. He's a New Zealander. He bowls very well. What I'm talking about is a consistent pattern I find with Shannon Gabriel.
That's his home conditions. That's his home conditions.
Yeah, but those are good bowling conditions. New Zealand is fair bowling conditions.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Hold on. If everybody talking, we won't be able to hear any at all. You know?
Hold the stats.
Yeah. All right.
Listen what I'm saying. A traveling teams that go to New Zealand always fail. Listen, India went there and India lost badly. Pakistan went there, same thing. The bowlers just were not that effective down there. And it is just what it is. I trust Shannon Gabriel and he's there when he's fit. I don't think West Indies have a crisis of bowling problems. I think our bowlers could get 20 wickets in a test match. Our batsmen can
I never heard this match.
So Ian, if we're going to Australia, right? How would you pick set the bowling lineup? First, let me tell you, I have Roach, Seals, Gabriel, and Holder. I have those guys, right? How would you set your bowling?
No, it obviously have to have those 4 bowlers. But what I'm saying, West Indies go dead for periods, especially with quality batting. That's 1. 2, we love to drop catches.
Yeah.
3, we go, as I said before, and I can't understate it, we go dead. So we're going to put on Rust and Chase the ball holding overs. So let me say Shannon Gabriel has a bad start. We can't forget the fact that Sears is still young. I mean, I have
But
high
Roach
I have high hopes of that boy. No, I know that. I
Yeah.
expect Roach to hold his own.
and Holder.
Because to me, he's class. I know Holder could hold his own. There are many times that sometimes it don't go Jason Holder's way, and sometimes he has that niche to fit in and hold it down. And as my issue is that we go dead for periods, and when we go dead and we drop catches is a problem. I know if you recall, we went to South Africa at time, and Western's just kept dropping catches, and South Africa scored a truckload of runs at Newlands. And Dwayne Smith was a substitute, took a catch, and the crowd started to clap. God, that was Wesley's first catch for the day. 600 and something.
We did it in New Zealand.
Right.
That's how Henry Nichols scored a double century.
Yeah. I think it was who dropped that catch against Nichols. I think it was
Alzari Joseph dropped him once.
Bravo.
I think he got dropped about 2 or 3 times, man.
Yes,
I think it was Darwich, Bravo, and Joseph.
Campbell, Bravo, and
I think hold on, guys. I think Mr. Lover is on. You hearing us, Mr. Lover?
He just answered the question.
Yeah, I saw him in the comment section talking about they must make Fletcher opening. You are the one that was in the comment.
No. We never seen us about Fletcher. We never seen us about Fletcher. Anyhow,
We need to send you home now, Mr. Lover.
it was Blackwood, Campbell, and Joseph dropped the catches.
We're not going to score runs or take wickets.
If you guys could remember years ago, Matthew Sinclair, that made his test match debut against West Indies, had Walsh and Ambrose there. And he made 213. After Sherwin Campbell and Adrian Griffith put on a double century partnership, 200 something without last West Indies, and they're making 360. Walsh and Ambrose and the bowling went dead for a period. Sinclair made a double century, and West Indies looked normal. And this with a proper team compared to this. So I have a problem when we go to certain places, we need to have a plan. If Chase is the spin bowler, Chase has 4 or 5 wicket hauls, Chase is the spin bowler. If we want to develop Cornwall, they got to learn to bowl together. Not only when they're in Sri Lanka or wherever is the case.
Well, I wouldn't bowl Cornwall in Australia, I know that much.
No, definitely not. So Chase
Yeah,
alone.
we'll have some issue. Yeah.
What about Moti?
No, again, I have no problem with Moti Kanai. Moti Kanai needs some more time for me.
Yeah, Goodikish Moti, we mostly see they having him in the white ball format. Not sure.
This guy, Goodikish Moti, he is being stifled because he is in a Guyana side where Versami Parmal is there. So you have to get a game.
Well, Parmal is taking out. Parmal has taken over 400 on that. All right, yeah, finish.
Yeah, so Parmal is the top wicket taker in the regional first class cricket last year, I think. And
yeah, I think
he dominated first class cricket. But Moti is better than Parmal, but only he getting a chance. He ain't getting a chance. You understand?
I think he's better than Parmal in terms of variations or
in terms of variation, in terms of using the flight and stuff. The guy, when he was 17 years of age, right, he was good. But he was stifled because Parmal was there. They had other spinners.
But was he stifled? Well, he was stifled in the sense that he wasn't able to outprick Parmal, right? Because it's not like Parmal was just given the opportunity. Parmal has over 400 first class wickets, you know. Yeah, Parmal has always taken wickets at the regional level. I like Moti, but it's no easy thing dislodging Parmal, you know. It's not easy.
That's why he never get to play for Guyana. But he's better than Parmal, but he come a time when Parmal was running things.
Alright, see contacts actually over 500.
Yeah, so that's what happened. He played for us for this CC. They had the CCC
combined campuses and
colleges. Right, and he was very good. The first year, he was 17 years of age. After that, he went off the scene because even Guyana didn't pick him when he stopped playing for the combined colleges. Guyana didn't even pick him.
Why?
Because Pormal was there, other renowned spinners were there, so
Right.
they
Well,
didn't
if
even pick
Guyana,
him.
if
Now
Guyana
he's
is
now he
picking him, don't expect West Indies to pick him.
now he start getting chance for play and thing, Now he start getting some chance and thing. But for me, Moti is better than Pormal.
Yeah.
Moti is better than Warwick on.
He's better than Warrican too.
You know, when you see
Warrican
him,
is
you cross
Warrican is
I-
a one mode left arm spinner. One mode he got one angle. You don't vary
Players
the
know who's
flight.
good when you see they reach foreign country and they start to play against them. You just know who really good, eh? When
Yeah,
they
yeah,
play
yeah.
against them,
Warwick was on a team where Adam Voge made a triple century on West Indies. He picked up 2 wickets in a row, and the war and Voges made the triple century. Australia racked up 600 or something runs. He went to Sri Lanka. He got a 2-3 wicket haul, and from then West Indies kept picking him.
You see,
Warwick is mixed.
mhm.
He's not
The
no big
only-
spin. I don't know how we front line.
The only thing I can say where Moti is concerned, I would not outright to say he's better than Pramal because I haven't seen him at the regional level like that. No, playing T20 cricket is a bit different from playing for 4-day cricket and test cricket. When you're playing T20 cricket, more than likely you're gonna use your variations, people are gonna be attacking you, so you are gonna be taking wickets. Right. So it might come off a little bit different in terms of finding ways how to outfox a man when he's set in his ways, when he's set at the crease, batting for long in a 4-day or a test. But boy, Ian, I think you would have seen Moti over the years, so maybe you'll be able to better say that. But I haven't seen him bowling to batsmen that are looking to survive. So I wouldn't say that. Just as always, see Hussein and Sinclair and those guys doing their thing on the T20 circuit. But if you put them in a test team now, I don't know how effective they will be holding it for a while. I don't know if that makes sense. So that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah. I get what you're saying, but
He's about 28 now. Moti is about 28.
Yeah, since 17
Yeah,
he was around, but he never get chance.
So time is
Since
not
17
even on his hand.
Yeah, he came and Pormal was there, and that was it. So he never really get a chance to play for Guyana. After he left the combined campuses, he was very good at the combined campuses. If you look up his record there, you will see. He was very good at 17 years of age. After that, he didn't get a chance. Now he start comeback for the scene. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Lover, you gone? Well, Mr. Lover, come answer one question and gone. See me in the comment section, type in
I want to
Ned.
find out something.
I think it's Ashmead Ned.
I want to find out something before we go. I am saying, right, that I picking my 3 pace men for the next test. I want to know who against that. I picking my 3 pace men. Gabriel, I picking Seals, and I picking Roach. And then down there, you're going to have the wicket keeper and the rest of them coming in. You have to.
Well, I know for a fact Holder is there, Roach must be there, right? And Gabriel is already there. And so I don't know if they're going to bring in Seals. I don't know if they're going to bring in Seals, but Roach has to be there. Roach has to be there. So Sir Ian going with the 4. Sir Ian going with Gabriel, Seals, Roach, and Holder.
Well,
right?
Holders are more all wrong. No.
Yeah, medium pace, but
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I talk about Seamers.
Yeah, man, Seamers. I would stay with Holder. Definitely bringing in Roach and Gabriel would stay for me. My problem now is you see Cornwall and Warrican having I can't see these guys bowling out a team. Cornwall and Warrican as frontline spinners. So having the 2 of them, I'm a bit worried. So because I know the conditions, I know the pace bowlers might have to bend their back over and over and still don't get much success.
But they'll have support to ease the pressure at each end. So when you have that support, Gabriel had no real support at all.
I would give Pormal a try.
Yes, I'll probably Pormal. Really, probably give him a try.
I'll play 2 of the fast bowlers and give Palmer a try.
Right now,
Yeah, and I won't play all 3 of them. You said Gabriel, Roach, and Seals.
Yeah.
Yeah, play 2 of them. Maybe Gabriel and Roach. And then Palmer, because the spinner's wicket, where you go about 5 fast bowler and a spinner's wicket and 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. But sir, that's what I'm worried about, and I'm worried about them overworking on the pitch. But sir, Ian is saying that right now the spinners are not good enough to beat the Sri Lankans based on the fact that they feed and spin.
How come Gabriel get 2 wickets? If Gabriel can get 2 wickets, and Roach good like Gabriel, sometimes even better, then Roach can get 2 like 4. And Seals can pick up 1 or 2, like 6 you're talking about.
You see how hard he work for that too? You see how hard he work for that too?
Yeah, I'm worried about the pitch.
Yeah, just check up.
They didn't even bowl Kyle Mayers. That to show you the pitch had nothing in for the seamers. They didn't even
Two seamers. You can't. I don't think.
I go make a phone call and make them pick the 3. As soon as I come up.
Alright, boss. I hear you.
All these selectors, You laugh when you see the 3 of them playing. You know why,
I would mind if you have that type of links, because I have 2 players that I want to get in the team, so.
We want to get in the team. Don't bring nobody to come and make me suffer more,
I want to get Gale to open, and I want to get Darren. I know if I say this, people going to say, boy, sports in the bone are really after Gale, But funny enough, guys. Funny enough, guys, let me tell you this. All I hear me talking right now, if January morning they give Gale that those couple of games to play against Ireland, believe it or not, I going down to Sabina Park to watch the games, It's just that I believe personally you must make the team on merit and not because you were paid to do something for years and now because you're retiring, you want curry fever. You were paid. Give us back the money then, no? If we obligated to you, give us back the money now.
Lennox, it is foolishness that Cricket West Indies is giving Gale retirement game.
No,
it is absolutely
disgrace. That's a pet match. That can be a real match.
Hey, I want Rutherford in the team. That is what I want. I don't miss nobody getting good send-off. I want Rutherford to get a chance in the team. That is what I want.
What more send-off do we need to give Gale than a World Cup? They did a World Cup that he did nothing in.
Exactly.
Want than that?
Exactly.
But the man wave and all kind of things.
So,
but
what about Chandipa send-off, man? How Gale could get send-off from Chandipa can't get send-off?
Funny enough, they send off Chandipa when he was the only middle order batsman we had.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Sir Ian,
Desmond Haynes too. When Haynes was still going all right.
And Sir Ian, the only thing I have to say to you see, pertaining to, I'm not going to call in any favor for the test match. Pertaining to you making that call, I am going to ask you to tell them. Dominic Drakes, Romario Shepherd, Odin Smith, Rutherford, make sure those 4 guys go and play the T20. Whether we win or lose, give those 4 guys the opportunity to go and play the T20s that we have coming up.
Something that done already. That done already,
Those are the guys that I want.
Well, they're inside already. What you worry about? Yes, you will see when the next 20 come up. Who's the man inside? You just
I hear you.
Not inside.
All right, boss. So here what, guys?
Yes, sir.
We basically, we're gonna have to call it for tonight. All right. It was indeed a pleasure hearing from a couple of new persons. We had Tyrese, we had Hassan from Saudi Arabia. Who else we had as new? Couple of returning persons. Marlon as usual, Sir Ian as usual, Sheldon. And we didn't hear Sachin tonight. White was on. Yeah, man, White was on. Always in the comment section, but the first time I'm hearing him. But we're going to have to leave it right here for tonight, guys. I really appreciate the support. And as per usual, just continue to watch my videos when I put them out and keep ranting, all right?
Yes, brother. Yes, brother.
Yeah, man. So have for yourselves a wonderful rest of the night, guys. And remember to keep yourself safe. See it?
All right, brother. Take care. Later.
Yeah, man. Blessings, guys. Blessings.